punches, oh whoa, nuzzles, X3 pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm.
Rar XD.
Rar means I love you in dinosaur.
Ah!
Wow. Why the fuck are we like this?
I don't know. Alright.
Alright, did you start recording?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, hi. Fuck.
I'm using that.
No. Hi, my name is Nana's Kira, known as Nana.
Yes! And I'm Discodizer.
Known as Mommy.
No, it's Mommy. I'm single. Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm...
No, you're not. You're gonna be cuffed.
I'm ready to nut.
So, basically what this podcast, or is, I guess, talk show, I don't know, is about... Yeah. Is about us reviewing some manhwas, mangas, whatever floats our boat.
Webtoons, webcomics, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yep.
And we're gonna do a variety, of course. We're gonna include some
yaoi. We do have a minimum per episode. We do 2 that we like or dislike, or that are ongoing, completed, whatever, But the max is always going to be 2.
Yeah, because
damn, it's a lot of notes.
That, and we'll be sitting here talking for hours, and I don't want to edit this down. I want to keep it nice and simple. If you guys enjoy this or want us to check out some, you guys always comment down below. And of course, we'll have links to the webcomics down below in the description.
Yes.
Oh.
And if you have any recommendations, please feel free to share it with us. We would love to read.
Yeah, and we like to keep a little community down below if we want to. Everyone can be happy. These are all opinion based, so if you disagree, then let's agree to
go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
I'm just sorry.
That too.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say at the end of that, let's agree to disagree and go fuck yourself. Because as Eugene would say, you're wrong, I'm right.
So, the comics or webtoons that we're going to be reviewing today is Reasons Why Raeliana, I don't know how to say her name, ended up at the Duke's Mansion, and the other one we were gonna, oh my god, the other one we're gonna be talking about is the crow-like shiny things.
Or the crow-like sparkly things, whatever comes first.
Yes.
Also, did you know, actually, that these are originally novels, both of these?
These were both light novels. Yeah. That's what a lot of, the fantasy comics or the fantasy webtoons are like that. Like, Under the Oak Tree is a light novel as well.
Today. And so,
really?
Yeah, I just found out through, an ad on Instagram, but I found half of these through Instagram.
Yeah, honestly, there's so many ads right now for all of these. It's nice because it gives recommendations and all that stuff, which I like.
But,
how do you want to start this?
We start with the first one, of course. The Reason Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion, which we're going to call her Ray for simple terms. I
just call her Ray for simple terms. Because her name is very unique, and it's I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Oh, and
or we don't know if we're saying it right.
We will scream spoiler time, so that means if you don't want this to be spoil, if you
don't want this to be spoiled, don't listen.
Yeah, exactly. So
or skip.
Yeah, so we'll tell you when we're going to talk about that. So right now we're just going to talk about the baskets. So if you want to go ahead and read this, we'll have a link down below, like we said earlier. Thank you.
So, at the end of our explanation and summarizing or whatever, we're always going to give it a rating out of 5. So, what do you want to talk about first?
Oh yeah, and we have the best boy nominations we do too.
Oh, best boy nominations? Yeah. Oh, yes.
Best boy.
I forgot about that. Best boy. Best boy.
We thought of that at the end of this last time.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Alrighty. Do you want me to talk about the plot, or you want to talk about the plot?
Sure. If you want me to talk about it, I can. I have it right here.
Yeah.
I have your notes. So, a girl gets reincarnated into a story world she read about. But as a side character, Ray, who gets murdered in the story, thus bringing the main character of the story, Beatrice. She seeks the Duke, Noah, for a contract to pretend to be married to escape her death, which is by her fiancé at the time, Francis.
I wrote these notes, so it's not exactly the plot, so...
It's just, what we read.
Yeah. So the author and artist is Whale and Milcha. I don't know if I'm saying that last part right.
It's fine.
And where you can find this is actually on Tappytoon. And like I said, I found out recently this is a novel too. So if you want to read the novel, you can too. Some random ass information I found out. It was released in September 2017 and it was finished this year. So it is completed.
Yay!
So if you're looking for something that's completed, you don't feel like waiting ages for it to be completed.
All right. I want to start this off real quick.
Yeah.
Noah's hot.
He is. He's a coy little bastard.
He's a very spicy boy.
He is spicy.
I really like the cold demeanor at first, and then he just becomes the biggest sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, he's such a soft boy. I love the story in general. It's a very good story. It's not like many reincarnation stories, I think.
Yeah, because most reincarnation stories have like the same kind of plot devices and stuff like that. But this one has its own flair to it, and it has its own like uniqueness how she got into the world. So I really like that. How
it also shows like, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say how different it is. I named him Moa in the notes. Moa. Emo.
So, what I really like about the story is the fact that they actually show like background as well, which is nice because you don't get that very often. Yeah. They're just like, yeah, I kind of just fell. I was in school, and I just happened. Yeah. With her, it was just kind of like, yeah, some guy came up to me and pushed me. And then I was here.
Yeah. I like that.
But they actually go deep into it as the story progresses.
And they show who she was, like what she looks like and everything. Because I don't really like that. I want to see what they look like before too, so you can see the big difference between the two characters.
Sometimes they just wake up. They just wake up and they're like, "Yeah, I came here from the future." Woo! And they're like, "Okay." So it's like, what? Like, hello?
Or got hit by a car.
What was your name?
That's always the main thing. Is I got hit by a car.
It's either they fall or they get hit by a car.
I got 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 hit by a car.
Also, I do. The story doesn't drag out too long. It doesn't have a lot of fillers in it, so I like that.
Which is good. It has, straight to the point.
And we're not stuck here reading like 200 plus chapters of nothingness of fillers and shit like that. That happens in another story that we'll be talking about in another episode. Because I really enjoyed that one, but it became shit real fast because of filler.
So, can we talk about Adam?
We can talk about characters.
I love him. So, Adam is one of the knights in the story, and he is portrayed as, like, oh, this very, like, intense person. But in reality, he is literally a dog. He is a golden retriever.
Bark, bark.
He is giving off golden retriever vibes.
He actually won the Best Boy Award.
He does win the Best Boy Award for this. He does. Because he is very attached to Ray throughout the entire story. Very defensive over Ray. Because Ray is very sweet to him. And it's a very, like, brother-sister type of relationship. And I really like that.
And the story also, another thing, it doesn't have second male syndrome. I mean, second male lead syndrome, which I like that about.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. It
really doesn't. Like you would think Francis would be, like, but he just fucked off.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in the spoiler, too. I love all the characters, even the villain and everything. And the villain's unique in its own way, too.
True.
Which we're not gonna talk
It's a different type of villain, Yeah.
And then we're not going to talk about it because... Until spoiler time.
Damn it.
Because that's spoilers, too.
I want to talk about spoiler time.
Not yet. We got to get through this part. I like all the characters, to be honest. Because the family's really loving. Oh, God. And the villains you feel sorry for. At the same time, you hate them. But at the same time, you feel sorry for.
And usually with these types of stories, they always have, like, a really shitty home background.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, the female leads for some reason. And, like, I don't know why. But she came from, like, a really caring and loving family, and I really like that.
Yeah, and she was...
Or super supportive, too.
Yeah, and then she got put into another caring, loving family, which is kind of nice, actually. Even though she feels bad. But at the same time...
It was just really cute. I love the story.
I really, since she wants to get to the spoiler time faster, we could talk about the art, which is very unique in its own way. I love the character designs, especially Ray's, because she's not portrayed as a stereotypical pretty girl that you see as the beauty standards of most webcomics and stuff. The blonde hair, sparkling blue eyes, or pink eyes. She's looks very not normal, but she's still pretty in her own way, and I love that about it. She's
She doesn't have like this crazy hair color with like these fabulous gem eyes or something. She's just brown hair, green eyes.
yeah, and I like that.
It's not.
Because this beauty definition for a lot of things is like, oh, it's this, but I like that they're trying to make other, like, try to view beauty in a different way. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I really like that.
So you're ready for spoiler time? By the way, it's spoiler time, so if you want to
Spoiler time.
skip this part
You
of the
don't
video,
want to hear it, skip it.
We'll put a timestamp when it's over where we talk about the next one, which is her, like, sparkly things. Or, like, shiny things. But anyway, spoiler time. Go.
All right. So we're going to talk about how Noah is cute. No, I'm just kidding. That is the spoiler. No, I want to talk about what happened between Ray and Noah and the whole Francis situation, especially.
Like her feet.
Because it was handled very quickly, which is very surprising because you would think they would prolong it, but they didn't. It was just like, okay, this happened. This is what we did. It's over. Let's move on. Yeah. And I like that a lot.
Because the real villain was Beatrice, who... Explain it more, because now we're at spoiler time for the people who read the story and just want to hear opinions, is that the original Soul, the way the Soul story views this as, souls can move on from their bodies, but a new soul can come in the body. So Beatrice's soul, the original one, kind of moved on into a different kind of story / like world.
Yeah.
So that gave a chance for Ray, the original Ray, to steal that body and to try to take her life because she realized she's a side character and she does not want to live that life and doesn't want to die.
She's like, I want to be a main bitch, not a side chick. But at the end, can I say this? I mean, it's spoiler time. At the end, she's still a side chick.
Because she ruined it for herself.
Because throughout the entire story, I think for like almost half of the chapters, like she wasn't even around.
Yeah.
There was stuff going behind scenes, but she wasn't even around until like later on.
Take its toll, because the new Ray was like, fuck this shit, I want to live. So she changed her own destiny and was able to do it, which once you find out your side character, I'll be like, no, I want to be the main bitch now and run off on my own adventure.
It's like, but apparently she couldn't do that in her own body, which was...
She just thought she had to go steal another body and try to take that life.
Yeah.
And in the end, Noah saw right through it.
Yeah, there was a point where they were in the forest, and he was just like, they were drawn to each other, but he was like, no, fuck you just tried to kill my fiance. Like, what? Are you nuts?
Yeah, like, he felt like something was weird about her. And shit like that, so... Oh, I love the grandpa, the holy guy, too. He's...
Oh my god.
He's such a great character. At first I thought he was going to get the second male lead syndrome, but he didn't. In the end, he's grandpa.
He's just
even though I think he has a crush on her because she's so different. But still.
So what he is he's a priest, right? And he's like this holy priest that he's super popular or whatever.
And immortal too.
So he gets portrayed as like a kid because he never ages. So Ray was like, I guess, ran into him and she had no idea who he was. So she found out that she's very smart and like she knows like all these types of languages, like old languages that can't be read anymore. And he's just like, I like you. Have a cupcake. And I was just like,
and he changed his appearance too. So.
And Noah hated him. He was so jealous.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh my god.
He
went from like a child to like a really hot guy.
He did. I'm like, oh girl, if you're not gonna snatch that, I'm gonna snatch it.
I'm sad.
I'm always a thirsty bitch. The glass is always half empty for me.
I'll fill up your cup.
Thank you. But
I feel like if we keep going, we're gonna keep talking about Ray constantly.
Let me think what else. Oh, I love the ending of the story. It was really good.
Oh my god, it was so good.
I love
the side stories too. It gave it like a really nice close.
I just love that very last side story of like she goes back, like she gets reincarnated back into her world, and Noah did too. And they were together.
And they like met in person.
And he knew.
He was like Ray, and I was just like, oh,
it was so terrible. Because now they have undying love. Fuck Beatrice, the original one. I don't give a fuck what happened to that bitch.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, fuck her. She moved on to a new life. She doesn't need him anymore. They had such cute
Like
babies.
men in person, it was just so nice. Oh yeah, they did have cute babies. I forgot about. I think they had a daughter.
Yeah, they had a daughter. She was so cute. I think she had her hair in his eyes.
No. They both. She looked exactly like Ray.
Oh, that's what it was.
I'm looking at it right now. She looks exactly like Ray.
Oh, so cute. I love it. This was
Oh
such a
my
good
God.
story.
It's so wholesome.
It was good.
So
To the very end, it kept you on your toes because you didn't realize what's going on. And the other person who thought was the villain, which was another knight in there, I don't remember his name, sister, you thought she was going to be a big knight, but I mean, a big villain, but she wasn't. She was just a pawn in the whole villain scheme, and she died at the end, and I felt pity for her.
Yeah.
You thought that something was going on with her, but really, you thought she was the one pulling the strings, but then it was really Beatrice, aka Ray, which is very confusing.
It was confusing. I was just like, when the fuck did you get here?
It's like, what the fuck?
So, should we give our ratings?
Yes.
Alright, you go first.
-20, no joking. I will give this.
Oh my God.
4.5.
A 4.5. I'm gonna give it like a 4.8 because I really like
It was
Adam.
really good. I can't give
It was
this
just
the
a really
best
good
score.
story.
That's the first story. We can't really do that.
Yeah.
So 4.5.
I think yeah, 4 point. I'm gonna say 4.7 then. 4.8, 4.7,
Yeah.
something like that.
All right, now spoiler time's over for this section. Time to go to our new least favorite story.
Oh my God, I hate it so much.
The crow
So,
likes shiny things.
do you want to explain it or should I?
I can explain this one to the other one.
Okay, go ahead.
So this story is about after a 37-year-old war, the captain Sahara, who's the female lead, wins the war. She gets invited to the capital to be warded, and there she meets the crime prince, and shit hits the fan basically. This one's also a novel too, like I mentioned before. The author.
I feel like they fucked it up.
They did. The authors. I think that's how they found out the spoilers of how the webcomic is going to be. So that's sadly
Yeah.
what happened in the novel. So I'm very sad about that. Anyway, the author is Mr. C and the artist is Miju. You can find us on Tappy Toon too. And
Yeah.
I don't know when this was released, so go fuck yourselves. I mean, what? All right. So what do we want to cover first?
Oh my God.
Should we just cover the story first?
I think we should just cover the story first.
So first off, this had potential, and then it just went out the window.
It really did, because it was very different from, because you usually see like, oh no, I'm a weak, damsel in distress. I need help getting out of stuff. No, this was a strong female lead that could literally beat your ass backwards. She was that.
Can, like, lift a heavy ass stone.
She was a super strong swordsman. She was a captain of a fucking squad. Like, she was
her
really
squad
good.
respected her and shit like that. It's nothing like, oh, you're a woman, I don't have to follow you. You have a vagina. You got cuties.
Like, oh my God.
And then when she meets the crown prince, it kind of all just went to hell. It fucking sucked. Just didn't like it.
It's like they met. I don't even know how to fucking describe it. It's like they met. She was just like, oh, he's cute, I guess. But she was too focused on beating people's asses, and I love that. She was just like, I have no time for men. And then all of a sudden, she's just like, oh, swoon. Ugh.
Yeah, and then something we'll talk about in spoiler time is about how the story, I would have kept writing it if the story went a different route, but didn't, of course. It sucked.
Wait, we're doing spoiler time already?
No, I said later.
Okay. I'm going to say this much. We love Ray's story more than this, so we're probably going to do like less about this because we also stopped reading it.
We stopped reading this, and then I kept going for a little bit, and then I read spoilers on in the comment sections, and I was like, fuck this. If this is how the story's going to go, I don't want to read it. I'm not going to stay.
Yeah, because if, like,
So I was so curious how things are going to be, the way how the story went. Because she has such a strong female with a good group.
An aura around her, I guess you'd say.
And with an interesting, like, premise and everything, so it sucked. The Crown Prince is such a douchebag, and I hate him.
Oh my God, he's such a piece of shit.
I don't know why women are attracted to that kind of douchery.
Douchery.
And this story does have second male lead syndrome, sort of, but at the same time, when I explain it spoiler time, you understand why. I don't really think it is.
Some of the characters I do like some of her squad members are really nice.
I like the one.
They're funny.
The female mage slash healer. I think she was.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Because she was not a slut, but she still slept around.
Oh, but she was just like, get it, bitch, get that dick. And I was just like, I did it.
I did it.
It's like, you should try it too. Like, get it.
I did like the art style of this. It was very different.
Mm-hmm. What I did like is that it was a smut, and there's not that many smuts.
Yeah, that too. This is
like, fantasy
we should
smuts.
mention this. This is a naughty kind of comic, but it does have a what's it called? A censored version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sniping a video.
Sorry. Wait, Trevor, we're recording a video. 1 second.
Oh my god. Oh, maybe one day because he likes comics. We maybe could have him on one.
Bring him in on the yaoi section.
Exactly. Hey, Hora, do you want to just go to skip this spoiler time so we can shit on this?
Yeah, we can.
Time for spoiler time, bitches!
Oh my god, I fucking hate this story.
The Crown Prince is such a complete douchebag. Like, he, like,
oh my god, he's such a fucking cock-ass.
And then threatens to kill her comrades if she didn't get back together with him.
And you know what's crazy? She literally said, oh... He's like, oh, if you don't sleep with me, you're not doing this for, like... Because she's very devout to, like, the
kingdom.
Like, the king and the kingdom, yeah. So he's just like, oh, but I'm the crown prince. Like, you have to... Like, would you do this for your country? Like, you sleep with me for your country?
We're not jealous. He didn't like the fact she's so devoted to her.
Like, and she's a virgin.
Yeah.
Let's take that into note. She is a virgin.
And she was getting sick from the Plan B kind of thing they had going on in that story. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she was getting sick from that too. There is a second male lead in this, but I felt like they were more friends.
He's there for 2 seconds and then he's gone. That's all
he was there the whole time trying to get her at the same time.
Yeah.
Telling her, like, marry me and I'll protect you from him. But if it went like this, where she didn't date no one, just stayed on her own and everything, because she was going to get adopted by a family, too. But then we wouldn't have a story. Yeah, that's true. Well, that would make a good story of her trying to avoid all these men and trying to, like...
That'd be a cool story, and then she actually ends up with somebody who's worth her time.
Yeah. And she got adopted by this loving family that's, like, the king's, kind of like right-hand man's family, because she saved his wife, and the duchess that she saved wanted to learn how to, like, defend herself, become stronger, and taught her how to do, like, society stuff and etiquettes. I really love that character because she was a strong female.
She's one of the, like, she also is, like, one of the most well-respected, like, noble people in the kingdom.
Yeah, and everyone's afraid of her because of how good she is. It's like getting in.
Head ass.
So the spoilers I read is that she did get together with the Crown Prince and has children with
my
him,
god.
Which was like, fuck this shit. Why are you dating a toxic male?
I know the first season ended recently with this story.
I'm not reading it. I refuse. I'm done with it. -20.
Okay. It's just, I don't even know how to rate this.
My true rating, -20.
Out of 5, I'm gonna say like a 2.
2?
Or not even, like a 2.5, because I do like the art, and I feel like that's a really strong suit, because if it didn't have the art, it'd be a 1.
Yeah. But the male toxicity was like...
It's just strong. Like, I don't understand with smuts in general.
You can have a little bit of it, but then he grows out of it. But I don't feel like he's gonna grow out of it the way he was, like... He's just too far gone.
Oh, no.
So, it just sucks.
It like, so much potential was just gone. And it was lost. And it was just so disappointing, because you don't see, like, shit like this all the time.
I hate it.
It just sucks.
Well, that ends our first episode. Should we tell them what our next 2 are going to be so people can look out for that? Or should we leave that as a mystery?
Surprise them.
Surprise butt sex?
Surprise them. Yeah,
Yeah, surprise butt sex.
But surprise pegging.
Surprise pegging. Hey, shorty, can I please stop?
Can I please?
Can never say that. Straight, your favorite. Can I platonically stomp on your balls?
Oh.
Shoddy, can I please platonically step on your balls? Please, Shoddy, please.
Thank you guys for watching. Like I said,
Thank you guys.
The 2 links will be down below, so if you like that, read them and see for yourself and see why we hate the second one. Stay weird, bitches.
Bye, bitches.
Those associated